In this video, we will discuss about transformation of matrices or transformation of matrices. It is elementary row or column operations. Elementary row or column operation means we applying any row or column operation to matrix to get another transformed matrix. Generally, there are 6 elementary operations. Among them, 3 are row operations, elementary row operations, and 3 for column operations. First operation is the interchanging of any 2 rows or 2 columns. Interchanging of any 2 rows or 2 columns. Symbolically, we can write Ri interchanged by Rj or Ci interchanged by Cj, where Ri is the ith row and Rj is the jth row. Similarly, here Ci is the ith column, Cj is the jth column. This represents that the ith row interchanged by jth row. That means this is an elementary row operation. Similarly, here Ci interchanged by Cj, that this represents that the ith column interchanged by jth column. Let's an example here. Let A be a matrix 2 3 4 5 2 cross 2 matrix. On applying row operation, R1 interchanged with R2, we get a transform matrix as here the row 1 interchanged by row 2. That means in place of row 1 we write row 2, in place of row 2 we write row 1. We get another matrix. Just think about it. These 2 matrices are not same. That means after applying an elementary operation we get another matrix. Similarly, here let a matrix A 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is a matrix of order 2 cross 3. On applying the elementary operation C2 interchanged by C3, we get a matrix where the column C2 and C3 are interchanged. That means here column 1 same, in place of column 2 we write column 3, in place of column 3 we write column 2. Understood? Second operation is the multiplication of multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero constant. That means any row Ri can be replaced by some constant times Rj. Similarly, any column Ci replaced by some constant time Cj, where k not equal to 0. Here also k not equal to 0. Let's see here. Let A be a matrix 1 2 2 minus 1. Applying the elementary transformation, R2 replaced by 4 times R1, 4 times R2, we get here the row 2 is multiplied with 4, so we get the matrix not equal to here 1 2 2 4s are 8 minus 1 into 4 minus 4. Similarly, in case of column, if A equal to 2 3 4 5, I am applying the elementary operation C1 replaced by minus 2 times C1, we get another matrix, but transport matrix, where the C1 is replaced with C1 is the elements of column 1 is multiplied with minus 2, so minus 2 into 2 minus 4. Similarly, minus 4 into minus 24 minus 8, here 3 5. This is the matrix. The third elementary operation is the addition of the elements of any row or column to the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by a non-zero scalar. Symbolically, we can write it as any row Ri can be replaced by Ri plus some non-zero constant k times another row Rj. Similarly, in case of columns, any column Ci replaced by Ci plus a non-zero constant k times Rj. Here k not equal to 0. Similarly, here k not equal to 0. Let's see an example here. Let A be a matrix 1 2 2 minus 1. On applying elementary operation, R2 replaced by R2 minus 4 R1. That means the elements of row 2 is replaced by the corresponding elements of row 2 minus times 4 times the corresponding elements of R1. That means here 2 is replaced by 2 minus 4 times the corresponding element in R1 is 1. Similarly, minus 1 is replaced by minus 1 minus of 4 times 2. Okay. Okay, let's see here. We get another matrix. Here R2 is replaced, so R1 remains same, and in place of 2, here 2 is replaced by 2 minus 4 times. Corresponding element in R1 is 1, so here we get minus 2. Similarly, minus 1 is replaced by minus 1 times minus of 4 times. Corresponding element in R1 is 2, is a minus 9. Let's discuss a question here. Transfer the matrix 2, 3, 1, 2 is of order 2 cross 2 into a unit matrix. Here our aim is, by applying either elementary row operation or column operation, we have to transfer this matrix to a unit matrix. That means 2, 3, 1, 2 can be transferred with 1, 0, 0, 1. That means we need 1 here, then 0, then 1 here, 0 here, by applying elementary operations. Let's see here. We have, let this matrix may be A, 2, 3, 1, 2. We have to convert this into unit matrix. That means we need 1 here. So by using the elementary operation, R1 interchanged with R2, we get 1, 2, 2, 3 here. In this place we get 1. Now we think to convert this 2 into 0. So applying the elementary operation, R2 replaced by R2 minus 2 times R1, we get, look at here, here R2 is replaced, so R1 remains same, so we write 1, 2 here, and R2 is replaced by R2 minus 2 times R1, so here element 2 is replaced by 2 minus 2 times corresponding element in R1, that means 1, so here we get 0. Similarly, 3 is replaced by 3 minus 2 times corresponding element in R1, that means 2. So here we get 3 minus 4 minus 1. Here we get 1. Here also we get 0. So now we have to convert this into 1. So applying second elementary operation, R2 can be replaced by minus 1 times R2. So we get 1 to remain same, R2, this is 0, this one 1. Now we have to convert this 2 as 1. So applying the elementary operation, R1 replaced by R1 minus 2 times R2, we get, look here, R1 is replaced, so R2 remains same, so write 0, 1 here, and this 1 is replaced by 1 minus 2 times corresponding element in R2, that means 0. So here we get 1. Similarly, 2 is replaced by 2 minus 2 times corresponding element in R2, that means 1. So here 2 minus 2 equal to 0. So by using elementary operation, row operations, we transfer the matrix, given matrix, into a unit matrix. Similarly, in case of 3 cross 3 matrix, in case of we can also apply either elementary row operations or column operations to convert a matrix into a identity or unit matrix. Next we see the topic inverse of a matrix. A square matrix A of order n is said to be invertible if there exists another square matrix B of same order as of A such that A into B equal to B into A equal to identity matrix of where I is a unit matrix of same order n. Here the matrix B is called inverse matrix of A, and it is denoted by B equal to A inverse. That means a matrix A is said to be invertible if we find another matrix B such that A times B equal to B times A is an identity matrix. Let's see an example here. Let A is a square matrix of order 2, that is 3, 10, 2, 7 of order 2 into 2, and B is a matrix 7, minus 10, minus 2, 3 here. Here we see that A times B equal to 3, 10 to A to B 7, minus 10, minus 2, 3. By multiplying these two, we get 21, 17, 7, 21 minus 20. Here minus 30 plus 30. Here also 14 minus 14. Similarly here minus 20 plus 21. We get unit matrix of order same 2 plus 2. Similarly BA 7 minus 10 minus 2 3 B A here 3 10 2 7. By multiplying these two we also similarly get an identity matrix of order 2 cross 2. Here we see that A into B equal to matrix B into A is a identity matrix of order same order as of A and B. So here we can say that the matrix A, here we see that matrix A is invertible and A inverse equal to B. That means B is the inverse of A here. B is the inverse of A here. So write some note here. Inverse of, first one is inverse of any non-square matrix does not exist. Does not exist, because from definition we see that here AB equal to BA, that means the product AB and BA both are possible and equal. This is only possible when both A and B are square matrices of same order. Second one is, if B is inverse of A, then A is also inverse of B. That means if B equal to A inverse, then we can also say that B inverse equal to A here. And third one is, the matrix whose inverse exists is called invertible matrix. Invertible matrix. Now we discuss one of the most important theorem. Inverse of a matrix is unique if it exists. That means the inverse for any invertible matrix is unique. Let's see the proof here. Let A be an invertible matrix. That means inverse of A exists. Let suppose B and C are two inverses of A. Then by definition we can write that AB equal to BA equal to identity matrix. Same also is equal to CA equal to identity matrix. Now look here. Here AB equal to identity matrix. On multiplying C both sides, we get C times AB equal to C times identity matrix. That implies, by applying associative property, we can write that CA times B equal to C times identity matrix is also C by associative property of matrix multiplication. That implies, but CA is identity here, so we can write I times B equal to C. That implies B equal to C by identity property of matrix multiplication. So here we get B equal to C. Hence an invertible matrix, possesses an unique inverse. second theorem is if A and B are two invertible matrices, that means both the inverse of both matrices are exist matrices, then inverse of AB equal to B inverse into A inverse, where A and B are of same order. The proof of this theorem is not required for 12th level students. Just remind it, the inverse of product AB equal to B inverse times A inverse. Okay, let's see here. From definition of invertible matrix, we see that a matrix A is invertible if there exists a matrix B is of same order such that AB equal to BA equal to I, where V equal to A inverse. But the finding process of V from definition is quite difficult to find the matrix B. So there are so many methods to find the inverse of a matrix. Among them, one method is inverse of a matrix by elementary operations. That means by using elementary operations we can find the inverse of a matrix. Let if A is a matrix such that its inverse A inverse exists, that means A is an invertible matrix. Then to find A inverse by using elementary row operations, write A equal to I times A and apply a sequence of elementary operations on A equal to IA till we get I equal to BA. Then B is the inverse of A. B is the inverse of A. Similarly, by using elementary column operation, write A equal to AI and apply a sequence of elementary column operations on A equal to AI till we get I equal to AB, where B equal to inverse of A. So from this process we could not understand something. So let's see an example here. Find the inverse of the matrix matrix 2 3 1 2 by using elementary row operation. Let A be this matrix. For using elementary row operation, we write A equal to I times A, and that implies here A equal to 2 3 1 2. I is the unit matrix of order 1 0 0 1. Remain this A silent. Now we applying row operations to convert this matrix to an identity matrix, and same operations should be operated in the unit matrix. To convert this matrix A to identity matrix, let's use some elementary row operations. Now by using the operation R1 replaced by R2, we get here this one 1 2 and 2 3. Similarly, using this row operation in the identity matrix, we get 0 1 1 0 here, and the A remains silent. So now we have to convert this 2 into 0. So applying R2 replaced by R2 minus 2R1, we get here R2 is replaced, so R1 remains same. So write 1 2 here. Similarly, in this case, write 0 1 here, and A is here. So we get here we get 0 here. Similarly, 3 replaced by 3 minus 2 times this 2, that means minus 1. Similarly, here 1 is replaced by 1 minus 2 times corresponding element R1 equals 0, that means 1. Similarly, 0 is replaced by 0 minus 2 times corresponding 1, here we get minus 2. Next, now we have to convert this minus 1 into 1. So R2 replaced by minus 1 times R2, we get here R1 remains same, so 1 2 here, 0 1. Similarly, in this side, here we get 0 1, and this becomes minus 1, and minus 2 becomes plus 2. Now we have to convert this 2 into 0. So applying the elementary operation, R1 replaced by R1 minus 2 times R2. In this side we get here R1 is replaced, so R2 remains same, write 0 1 here. Similarly, write minus 1 2 here. So here 1 is replaced by 1 minus 2 times corresponding element in R2, that means 0. So here we get 1 same, and 2 replaced by 2 minus 2 times corresponding element R2, that means 1. So here we get 0. So here this 0 is replaced by 0 minus 2 times corresponding element in R2, that means minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1. Here we get 2. Similarly, 1 is replaced by 1. Similarly, this one is replaced by 1 minus 2 times corresponding element. Here we get minus 3. That implies here we get ident equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1 2 times matrix. So here the matrix, here we get 2 minus 3 minus 1 2 times here. So here A inverse equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. We can check this is right or wrong by multiplying A with A inverse. Look at here, what is A here? A is 2 3 1 2, and we get the inverse A here 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. Now multiplying these two, we get 2 into 2 4 plus minus 3. Similarly, minus 6 plus 6, 1 into 2 minus 2, 1 into minus 3 minus 3 plus 2 into plus 4. So here we get the identity 1 0 0 1. So here A inverse equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. That means A given A equal to 2 3 1 2. So A inverse here we get 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. So here we see that by using elementary row operation we can find the inverse of a matrix. Similarly, in case of 3 cross 3 matrix, we also find the inverse of a matrix by using elementary row operations or column operations. Okay, thank you. So here we see that how can we find the inverse of a matrix by using elementary operations. In the process of during the process of finding inverse of a matrix, one of the note, by using elementary row or column operation, if we get all zeros in a row or column, then the matrix is not invertible.